Let's make a deal. As we approach the last Shabbos of the year, Rosh Hashanah is right around the corner. You may have thought, maybe began thinking about what deal do you want to make with Hashem. It's a good idea. This week's Parshat, we actually have a deal. Hashem tells us we're coming into a bris. I'm making a covenant, a pact with you. That you keep my Torah, I'll protect you, things will be good. If you don't, it won't be too good. All right, but what deal are we going to make? I heard a song. I got one of these Yom Nerayim CDs from L'chaim Tish. It's Kshmak. You get into the spirit of things. And towards the end of one of the CDs, they have a song in Yiddish. It says, let's make a deal. And it talks about Hashem. We're going to make a deal with Hashem. What's his deal? He said, listen, Hashem, I'm going to give you all of my Averis. Chatoyim, Peshoyim, Avoynois. That's what I'm going to give you. And I'm going to tell you what I want from you in return. I'd like to have Slicha Kapar. I want you to forgive me. But not only that, I'd also like if you gave me Bonachayim Ibizoini. I'd like to have children, a good health, Parnasa. And not only that, I don't want just like minimum. I want it good. I want to have good kids, lots of money, good health. That's the deal we're making. Is that valid? What are we giving up for that already? Like, how does that work? What am I giving you? What am I giving you, Hashem, that I'm going to get so much good and back in return? So there's an interesting lashon. Whenever the Torah refers to making a bris, it says koires bris. Similar to the expression we say, you're going to cut a deal. Koires means to cut. Well, what are we trying to do when we're making a bris? A covenant, a treaty, a pact. We're coming together. So wouldn't it make more sense to use a lashon, some type of a wording, which means to make a deal, to make a bris, to be mechaber, to join together, to kairis, you got to cut a deal. So the Gaon tells us, the Vilna Gaon says, you know what a bris, a treaty, a pact, when you want to keep a connection with somebody who's going away, or you don't see, you don't hear from too often. So you take something that's really precious to you and you give it to them. So whenever you think of that object that you gave them, you'll think of them. So it keeps you connected. So in order to create a bris, you have to be curious. You got to give something up. So what are we going to give up? The thoughts going into the last Shabbos of the year, as we prepare for Rosh Hashanah, we're going to say, Hashem, I'm ready to make a deal because I want all good. And Hashem doesn't ask for much. He wants us to be curious something. Take something that we're stuck in, something that's a little bit difficult, and be curious. Separate, give it to Hashem. That's what we say. Hashem, I'm going to give you my sins. What are we saying? I'm ready to be curious. I'm ready to cut away something for me to give to you, to keep you in me. So let's keep that in mind as we enter this last Shabbos of the year and make it a great one.